back with another live stream. You know, you know what we're doing. Got that pile of brush down. Got it down to just that stick and that big tree that fell down, or little tree that fell down. Well, don't have a chainsaw for that though. So in the meantime, got a nice hot barrel, a bunch more pine needles. Still got some random limbs laying around. Got some other random stuff over here I can burn. Like that. Oh yeah, you better get in there too, little buddy. You don't want to be cold. Nope. Not anymore. It doesn't have to be cold. But enjoying the somewhat nice sunny day we got. For the first time in... I don't know how long it's been now. Been a while, I know that. So you guys can go on a little adventure with me. Because I think there's some more tree limbs down here we can burn. Oh, I can burn that too. Let's see. What's up, Pain the God? Thank you for joining, dude. Just got a fire going outside, just burning some tree limbs and pine needles. Gonna try and get some of this burn up too. Anywhere that rattlesnakes might hide, we're gonna get rid of their hiding spots. Still got a little bit I can come pick up. I'm just debating on if I want to bring the truck down here, load it up, and take it up there or what. Because once I get all the limbs and stuff, it looks like it's all just a big pile of pine cones and little bits of plywood. Yeah, we do not want rattlesnakes hiding in this during the summertime. That's why I'm trying to get that burn up. A big pile of pine needles. Anywhere they could hide and the kids can go, I'm gonna try and get rid of. Oh, that's a little bitty deer. I know I'm gonna have to watch out for this during the summertime. Once we get the garden going. Oh man, I got a feeling there's probably gonna be rattlesnakes in here. Oh, yeah. It's actually nice and partly cloudy, kind of. First nice day we've had in probably a couple weeks now. That's okay. It's good for me, though. I get to adventure the property and look at stuff like this and see where the bucks have been rubbing their antlers. Like rubbing up against this thing, breaking all these limbs off. There's another rub mark on that one. Been rubbing on that one. Been rubbing like crazy on one right there. I did see a buck out here. It was probably a 6-point, but didn't have my hunting license. Otherwise, if it would have came in the yard, I probably would have taken it out with a bow. But yeah, I got a feeling that would be rattlesnake heaven. Ain't gonna be catching me outside without a gun on my side or my 12 gauge. This is where the buck has been rubbing though. Broke limbs, got that thing just down to the bone. Yeah, we don't like stupid comments like that. Hey, we're having a fire. And it's a nice, somewhat sunny day. So I figured, why not burn more stuff? Just laying around, might as well get rid of it. Other than all these pine needles, man, it's like a dang smoke signal going up. Like the other day, I smoked out the neighborhood going that way, smoked it out going that way. There was just smoke everywhere. That's fine though, I don't mind smoke. The neighbors might. And the last thing we need is the kids just getting in that during the summertime and be like, oh, hey, there's a rattlesnake. Get my 12 gauge, shoot it. No, chop its head off. No, don't get that close. I mean, I know I wear leather Romeos, but I ain't gonna take the chance of one biting through the leather. Get to the hospital 45 minutes late. Oh, you gotta chop your big toe off. Take the whole foot. Be like something out of Inspector Gadget. Somebody's out shooting. Oh, it's a cute little mushroom. It's just a cute little mushroom. I'm debating on if I want to yard this thing out of the ground. Don't have anything to pull it with, but, you know, brute force. 6 foot against 5 foot, I think I'd win. Yard that thing out of the ground. That way I won't have to back the truck into it again. No. Yep. Sideswipe the mirror of that Ford down there on this big old hunk of wood. It was nice. Trying to back it up, my friend called me just at the right time, and by the time I looked in the mirror, I looked over, this thing's staring me right in the face. I'm like, oh crap, there we go. Just what we needed. Price you pay for living in the mountains. Hear something up there in the bushes and you come out and investigate it, shine it with the headlights. Then you start slipping and sliding up there, so you go to back up. Well, we got a little close. Can't see any green paint from it though. Left some wood marks on the truck, I know that. I had to sit there with my fingernails and scraping it off. I'll show you how close I got. That's the tire track. There's the post. Well, we tickled it a little bit. And this thing ain't short either. Nice day outside. Should have just brought my chest mount. What's up, Daniel? Happy Wednesday. Waiting for the 20th to come, then I'm going to go pick up my new 12 gauge. Then the 21st, it's my birthday, you know. We just might have a couple beers for the birthday. Sit by a fire, burn some more stuff. Don't know yet. Don't really have any planes going. You know, the older you get, you just kind of look at your birthday like, woohoo, another day on the calendar. Closer to the year 2030. It's going to be a weird year to write down. And say I was born in 1995, it's going to make me feel old. I was born in 2001. I was born in 1995, a year you don't even know. Yeah, what do you think? Thinking it might give this thing some brute force out of the ground. What do you say? Maybe go in the house, get my tripod, set my phone up, and just give this thing a big old bear hug, pull it out of the ground. Something tells me it might be in there a little bit. That thing could be 6 feet. It's about 5 right now. Hey, I didn't tell you to stick on my hoodie, do I? Yeah, got nothing but mountains around us. And apparently where there's rocks, there's rattlesnakes. Perfect. And this whole time we've been out here, I've been adventuring around in that field over there. Found the deer skull that's hanging down there with an arrow. Just been walking around. Then everyone's like, oh, hey, there's rattlesnakes out here. Yep. Hopefully they don't come out in the cold. I saw a rattlesnake once up close in person when I was a kid, and that was scary enough. It wasn't a big one, but it was medium size. But when you're sitting in a restaurant with your family and you hear a rattle and you look back and there's a rattlesnake in the bench behind you, yeah, you get a little scared. I had to jump up out of the bench, run around it, go tell the guy at the counter, oh, hey, there's a rattlesnake in that bench. That guy picks it up with a styrofoam cup, takes it outside, chops its head off with a shovel in the middle of Odessa, Washington. It was sketchy. Oh, hey, a little squirrel. Hi, squirrel. How's everybody's Wednesday going? A Wednesday burn day for me. Smoking on my geek bar. You know, we don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Quit that a long time ago. Last time I smoked a cigarette was the day I left Oregon, and I haven't touched them since. I look at the price once in a while. I'm like, that's exactly why I quit. Almost $11 for a pack of cigarettes, which I still get a can of chew once in a while for like $7-8 or whatever. Ew, what's this? Yeah, it'll burn. Just don't breathe it in. Man, I still can't believe how close I got to this pole. When you're backing up at night and you can't see it, it creeps up on you. Not to mention that back tire, it just, as you can tell, it started to slide. So the ass end of the truck slid that way. And by the time I look over, picture me sitting in the truck. My friend calls me, put my phone on speaker. I'm in the truck. Luckily, my hand wasn't sticking out. And I glance over. This is right here by my face, hitting the mirror. I'm like, oh crap, it's not even my truck yet. I told my dad. He was like, It's fine as long as it pushed the mirror in and didn't mess up the body. It's like, no, a couple wood scrapes, but that's about it. Didn't scratch the paint, no major dent. Thank God. Didn't want to have to do a bunch of body work. But still debating on going for a little hike. Can't go up there because, well, I don't want to be greeted by the neighbor's dogs. Now that the sun's out, warmed up a little bit, I don't really want to adventure down there or over there because who knows? Could be a couple snakes pop out. And I don't have my 22 or anything to carry with me. I ain't gonna be like Steve Irwin and try and pick up a rattlesnake. Danger, danger, danger. That guy was a legend. I miss watching his show. Can't let the fire die out, bud. That's why I got you guys on the phone with me. You're supposed to tell me, hey, put some more wood on the fire, dummy. Just throw a hand out. You might be able to feel it. Here's some flames. Trying to burn that down. Well, it's going slowly. Little by little. That'll send up some smoke signals. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Send up some smoke signals, let the neighbors know, oh, hey, we're burning. Yep. I was watching that guy Derek earlier from Vice Grip Garage doing his race he did. And good Lord, dude, he's a good driver. He was just booking it around that track. He got me so hyped up every time he went around a corner. I'm like, floor it, pin it to the floor, gun it. Well, if we get really bored, maybe later I'll go adventure. We'll go down to the campground. That's down that way. About an eighth of a mile. Maybe we could take the old Ford. Could drive it down there, park it on the side of the road, but well, there's not a lot of gas in it. It's a gas hog. Fuel efficiency Ford. Open headers. No, not really. Still has the cats on it. One of them we pounded the cone out of it, or honeycomb out of it. But you gotta pound the comb out of the other one. Those things, man, they make a mess. Like we pound the honeycomb out of the cat on that. My brother's sitting there revving it up. It's just spitting stuff out all over the place. I'm like, yep, it sounds better. Spunkier. But when I get it, I'm probably gonna do an aftermarket intake on it because I think it's still the stock box that doesn't really let it breathe that much. Once in a while when you get on it, it just kind of bogs down. Doesn't really want to go. Doesn't like to go slow, but you go fast, it'll go fast. Talking about that beautiful F-150 down there. It's a beauty. I mean, there's one fender that doesn't match. Then the trim under the grill, it don't match either. But, hey, when you're a redneck, you don't mind driving a truck that looks like a bag of Skittles. Kind of like my brother. He decided one night with his old Chevy he was going to get bored and decided to start painting it. Well, it went from blue to yellow, tan, red, and he just went around it painting different spots. So he got the nickname at O'Reilly's Skittles. That's fine. Then I started going to O'Reilly's and I tell them my last name. They're like, "You're related to Skittles, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yep, that's my brother." Gotta love him. I made the nickname in Sweet Home Skittles brother. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful truck. I mean, the body on it's straight. This back window on this side, the passenger side, it's plexiglass, so I'm gonna fix that later on once I get it. I think it needs some new shocks. The driver's side, it kind of cambers in at the top. Not much clearance in the fender well. Bogs down something fierce when you're going slow. Likes to spit and sputter. But once you get about 35 to 40, what's up, Kai England? Yeah, and I got my mod in here too, Noah. You got a fire gun. I mean, I could just take you for a little grand tour of the truck. It's not quite mine. I mean, living out in the boonies, not a lot of jobs around. Our closest store is a mile away, and as well, literally, it's a single wide trailer house. No, that's EFI. Electric fuel injection. I hate it. Makes rigs run like crap. It's more of a nightmare to fix when it breaks. But this is what I'm talking about. This fender, it was all matching, but fender was all dinged up. That tire is, well, it's not straight at all. Cambered like crazy. That's how much clearance there is. Well, plastic's dangling down. This is where that 5-foot pole decided to sneak up on me. Left its little mark there. Right here. Took here to shove that thing all the way forward. Other than that, the body on it's in really good shape. Got some like faint scuffs. Couple small dings. And it's got this, it's like double-sided sticky tape almost, or some kind of sealant for the canopy. Oh, don't mind the mess. Yep, he knows right on the dot, 12:03. Well, I don't know what time it is for you in England. Tags are slightly expired, that's fine. I've only been taking it to the store and back. Got scared because the owner of the store has an undercover cop car that he got. I pull in with my dad, both not wearing seat belts, and I look over, I'm like, oh crap, cop. We get in, oh no, it's just the owner of the store. And he sketched me out at first. He was like, yeah, I'm also a cop. I was like, shit. No license, expired tags. I don't think there's insurance on the truck. My dad and I aren't buckled up going to the store, but it's fine. I mean, the store is literally just a mile up the road that way. Next time I go, I'll have to show you guys. It's tiny. It's one of the smallest stores I've seen. This is the other thing that needs fixed. That's just the plexiglass window. Interior in it, though, is pretty good shape. Not all torn up. The dash needs a good cleaning. The body could use a good wash and detail, maybe a wax job. Oh, that's scuffed to crap. Don't know where that came from. Then you got the typical Ford clear coat. I don't know what Ford did with their clear coat back in the day, but man, it sucks. Then you got the front tires that don't match. They're white. Two back ones are aluminum, I believe. We'll fix that. Get matching wheels on it one of these days. But yeah, look how much clearance is on this side. I can fit my whole hand in this side. This one though, not so much. Even if I push the plastic up. That's why I'm thinking that the shock back there might have went out. Thinking that went out. Or it's on the verge of going out. And of course it's loud, no exhaust. Yeah, it sags like crazy. I'll get closer and show you the difference. See it from that side, sits pretty level. Well, this side looks like it might have been to a lowrider show at one point. And it still drives good. Doesn't make any clanking noises or nothing. Pulls to the right like crazy. Steering wheel's a little bit funky. But it does drive. I know my brother and I just got done fixing a dump truck for our old neighbor. Well, same thing, shock blew out on the driver's side, but the coil spring, one whole loop of the coil spring literally snapped clean off. My brother and I finally got the tire off. I'm sitting there messing with it, and I'm like, this don't look normal. He's like, what? The whole coil spring snapped. He pulled it out, and literally it's like a 2-inch chunk. Just gone. So we did the right thing. Put brand new shocks on both sides, brand new springs on both sides. Oh, I don't want to burn that crap. I know, it's weird. I don't get it. Driving down the road, you take your hand off the steering wheel and it pulls to the right. The camber on the driver's side, you think it'd pull to the driver's side. Nope. I mean, it could need shocks, could need an alignment. Could need quite a few things. It'll get it one of these days when I get a job, start working, buy it. And give it the old Craigslist rebuild, as Derek would call it. Or the Amazon special. I know it used to be an old farm truck because the guy that we knew, or still know, he had it when we were kids on the farm. But I think it sat for quite a while. And they wound up with it. My dad drove it for quite a while. Drove it to move up here, but other than that, drove it a couple more times to do some dump runs. Mainly I drive it to the store and back because it's close. 5 gallons of gas in that. No. 5 gallons in that turns into like a gallon. It's fun though. I like listening to it going down the road. I want to put some loud exhaust on it. And I think it'd look better if it had one of the sun visors up on the cab. But I don't know. I like how the trucks look with the sun visors on them and everything, but it's like my old one. Once you start drilling into the cab, then you start getting leaks. The carpet gets wet. You get that mildewy smell and you just can't get rid of it. Like the guy that got my old Ford, I posted a picture of it and I'm like, man, I miss my old Ford. So he comments picture. He's like, oh, I still have it. That's nice. When I sold it to him, I was like, hey, just letting you know, the cab visor does leak because somebody didn't silicone it properly. But when I did the heads, I got some liquid Teflon. So I took all the screws out, put some liquid Teflon underneath and on the screws, resealed it. Yeah, I don't know. If I did it, I'd probably have a shop do it. Or just later on get a truck that already has one. That'll basically be the going to town rig, or maybe load the girlfriend up when I get one. Go for a cruise around somewhere. Oh, cute little Subaru from the Outback. Of course you're in the Outback. You just said it all saying Miata. It's a Miata. They leak a lotta. I am not ready for summertime around here, though. And I kind of am, just to go to the lake, go fishing. Rattlesnakes, on the other hand, I don't want to deal with those suckers again. I lived in Odessa growing up, and I saw one. I don't want to see another one. I mean, at least now I'm older. I own some firearms. Dude, I'm surprised. Like, it's not super cold out today and somewhat sunny. I mean, it's probably still cold. I can't really feel it because of the hoodie and the fire, but I can feel the moisture in my beard, my mustache. We're supposed to be getting snow here in a few days, and it says it's going to rain for 3 days, or snow for 3 days. If it snows, heck yeah. I'm going to find a sled or old car hood, and I'm just going to go right to the top of the fence line and sled all the way down this thing. Hopefully I don't take out the fence down there and wind up in the neighbor's yard or something. But luckily he's a tow and rescue person. So I guess if I go sledding down this, I wind up in his yard, I'll just do the redneck thing. Say, hey, can you give me a tow back to the top of the hill? Ooh, what's that? Oh man, I missed my bus. Damn it. Mom's gonna get pissed now. I missed my short bus. Late for school by a few hours. That's fine. Been up since 4:45 this morning. Don't really feel like going to school. Even though I don't go to school. Quit fighting in the stupid tree, bird. Man, they're getting into it. Sounds like a duck. Yeah, you know you're in the country when you decide to go for a walk in the field next door. Well, once it starts getting hotter and warming up, there's going to be a lot of snakes out. So I'm probably not going to be adventuring in the field very much. But I went for a walk, found that deer head over in this field. And I noticed these old tractor tires. And what I was kind of thinking, if I can get those suckers to move, if I can't pick them up, roll them where I want to, well, we got a 4-wheel drive. We'll just back my dad's truck up right here. We'll yard him through the fence. Put him by the garden and grow some tomatoes or something in him. Oh, we don't have a pool. We just moved out here about 2.5 weeks ago. Out in the country. Went from Spokane to Ford, Washington, where your closest convenience store is the size of, well, a single wide trailer. I mean, the biggest thing in it is probably the beer cooler, conveniently. The beer cooler takes up about a quarter of it. You got some vending machines on the side. Got an aisle in the center. Got some shelves on the other side. Then right up front is just a little desk and a tablet for the cash register. Dude, you got left the house by yourself? I mean, you could move out this way. There's cheap houses all over. There's a 2 or 3 bedroom house right up behind the store going for $115,000 on almost 5 acres. Which I was like, I wonder why houses are going so cheap. Well, I started thinking about it. If there's rattlesnakes, I don't think people want to be around those. Especially if they have small dogs, they have kids. Ooh, mushrooms. Don't know what those are. Not going to try them. And then the first morning I stayed out here by myself, woke up in the morning about 6:30 or 7. Saw a big 6-point buck just standing like right in here somewhere. Well, I wonder how they keep getting in the yard. Oh, the fence is a little smushed down, needs some work. Rattlesnake heaven over there. Not doing that during the summer. Is that an old dryer tub? Cool. The only thing I like about wintertime comes, the snakes hide. Summertime comes, people hide. Nope. I'll be fishing the lake, trying to catch some landlocked salmon. Which this lake also has bass in it, too. bass, trout, landlocked salmon. Oh, I wonder if I can find some more stuff to burn. We'll take a peek. Man, the deer have just been rubbing on these trees. Oh, hey, is that the one I've been burning? Yep. Pokey as hell. This tree sucks. I don't know what kind of tree it is. It'll poke the crap out of you, though. Yeah, this is how we know we have a big buck that runs around. Been rubbing up on this thing, breaking limbs off it like that one. That one he broke. This one's broke. That's broken. Rubbed that whole thing down to the bare bone. I got my hunting license and a bow, and I see a big 6-point buck out here. It comes down to it, I think I'll take a buck out. You shot my deer. I'm feeding my family. Oh yeah, that's stuck in there good. Some more random wood laying around I can pluck out of here. This stuff, well, it's gonna suck to burn. All the pine needles they've sucked to burn. They're just soaking wet. Oh well. We'll just keep burning it, little by little. Waiting for somebody to stop and just be like a major Karen. You're not supposed to be burning. Well, for one, it's in a burn barrel. Did the right thing. I didn't want to just try and light the pile on fire. And they've already done that before. The ground around it's just dead. I decided I didn't want to do it. Do the right thing. Use a barrel. Whoa. I guess I figured I'd go live for a little bit and maybe pull in some more views. I'm gonna get off here, pluck some more of this stuff out by hand. Keep an eye out for the creepy crawlers and mildews. Like that one. It's a little wet. It'll dry. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next stream. I'm gonna get busy burning some more stuff. Having fun. Kinda. Well, fires are always better with a couple beers in your hand. But you don't always need a beer. Just like you don't always need parties and tailgates. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next stream. Peace.